Yo, what is happening, YouTube? It's your main man, Sinister. And just wanted to show this highlights of the LexCon Comic Con, or LexCon for short. I was meaning to show this a few days ago, but, other things tied me up. So, but anyways, taking the time now just to show you, just enjoy the slideshow of the event, happened over the weekend. Basically, this is my second time to the event, it's like a nerd's paradise, get to meet comic artists, meeting favorite actors and actresses, things that, cosplay players, and of course you got fellow fans, dressed in costumes, and those like the favorite hero, villain, etc., etc., because most of the ones I've seen are basically Deadpool, Harley Quinn, Goku, things of that nature. Because like the first time I went was 2 years ago. Meeting wrestling legends and a few voice artists, things like that. But anyway, let's focus on this year. Like, what happened this past weekend? As you can see, like I said, the slideshow will show. I was able to meet two of the same stars I met 2 years earlier. Nakia Burries and Karen Ashley. Any of your Power Rangers fans would know who they are. So. I was speaking, I spoke with Nakia first, because she was the first one open, and basically right off the bat, she knew who I was. I mean, recognized my face, and I was like, hey, hey, how you doing, things like that. So basically, things I paid for the photo op. I mean, most money I ever spent was $60, because her and Ashley only charged $30, and most everybody else charged 40 to 50, just for a photo op. And it's like, well, that's the most I'm spending, because, I mean, some of you are not even worth that kind of money just for a photo op. I could just talk to you for free and keep it moving. Or sneak in a pic, where you're talking to other fans and just, like I said, keep it moving. Yeah, that was all good. Oh yeah, as for Karen Ashley, of course, I caught up with her later when she got back from her lunch break. Same with the kids, she knew who I was right off the bat, and I got with, quick photo up with her easily. I mean, just stood behind the booth, held up, her Ranger helmet, just sat there and just smiled and everything. So it was like one of the few photo ops. And basically, one of the cosplay players, only thing I like about them, their photo ops are free. So heck yeah, that's what I enjoyed. But it was a funny moment, this guy dressed as Goku, she made him bow down to her, and things like that. I was like, wow. Everybody just got out their phones, just snapping pics, things like that. That was cool. But earlier, like on the top floor, there was some kid, he was dressed as Sora from the Free Kingdom Hearts fans. So I was like, hey, his costume was dead on. Even the Keyblade, and it was like, you know what? I got a photo op with him too. And it's like, it's cool. So, I mean, it was all good, things like that. Some of the actors and actresses I've met, had a chance to meet with Theo Rossi, or aka Juice, from Sons of Anarchy, or Shades from Luke Cage. Talking with him was mad cool, because like I said, his first time in Kentucky, he's like, he's not used to weather down south. I was like, yeah, I would have got smart with it, but I said, nah. I was like, well, dude, I mean, you're out there in California in 100-degree heat and things like that. It's like, you talking about, I know you're from New York, for real, but still. Yeah, but nah, it was all cool. It was like, man, we just laid back. Kind of remind me, when Eric Roberts, when I met him 2 years earlier, man, got that cool laid back, it's like, the hell with a handshake. He just give you a fist pump like this, and just, I was like, ooh. Things like that. Other actor I met was Lee Majors, Colonel Steve. For those who grew up on the $6 Million Man, yeah, the original Steve Austin, where the wrestler got his name from, things like that. And of course, yeah, he played football here in Kentucky. Of course, he asked me, am I a Kentucky boy? I said, nope, I'm from North Carolina. Things like that. So, yeah, it was cool talking with the original Steve Austin. I would have joked with him. It's like, hey, it's like, you think you can bring Lizzie Wagner with you, so that way you can have Steve and Jamie, have the Bionic Woman with you, things like that. So, and of course there was Michael Rooker, Merle from Walking Dead, and things like. I didn't get any chance to talk with him because by the time I got up there, he was going on break, and they'll tell him how long they was gonna be gone. I was like, the hell with it, screw it. But I did get, sneaky peek at, pic of him, and of course John Wesley Shipp, from the Flash fame and things like that, which is all good. And of course I had, a pic of Walter Jones of the Power Rangers. Of course, he's been here a few times, so I was glad, just to shake his hand, talk with him for a millisecond. Then I walked down the line. I spoke with Bruce Boxleitner from Tron fame, and of course, one of the things I asked him was like, "Hey, what's the reason you don't want to do Tron anymore?" And of course, he just couldn't. It's like stood up, it's like cleared the air. It's like, man, that's just. See, it was just rumors. I was like, it was just stuff that's made on social media, and he said I didn't want to do it. It's like, it had nothing to do with him. He was willing to do a third Tron. It was just up to Disney, and then Tomorrowland was there was another room supposed to be a part of Tron, and so then he said nope. Tomorrowland was just a shit movie, It was so terrible. But anyways, things like that. So I mean, if he's willing to do it, I mean, he'll sign on for for the right script. So that was all good. There's one thing, I didn't get a chance to meet the voice actor of Mario. I mean, he was there, but I wasn't able to find his booth. And like I said, it was just so damn crowded in there, and there were so many people lined up to see Jason Mewes because from Jay and Silent Bob, because him and Kevin Smith had that Get Old podcast that Friday night. And so basically it was just Jason himself, so and then stuff like that. Well, basically what I closed it out was there was the line for the wrestling legends. You had Jake the Snake, DDP, Al Snow, Greg Valentine, just to name a few. I spoke with DDP, telling congrats on being on the Hall of Fame induction and stuff like that. So it was all cool, but like I said, Jake the Snake, he was on break at the time, so wasn't able to get talk to him or get a pic with him, things like that. So it was just all good and fun, things like that. So basically, had a good time. So I mean, basically when this October, or when whenever they release the tickets for next year's con, so I'll be sure to jump on top of that. So things like that. It was all good and fun and things like that. So that's like but before I close out, it's like, depending where you live, if there's a Comic-Con in your state, I say go. I mean, it's an experience. You never know who's gonna be there. Some of that you knew over the years, like from TV, film, etc., etc. I say go out there and meet and greet them. It's like stuff like that. Just it's all good fun. Just pop culture stuff like that. So, yeah, anyways, this is Sinister, and I'm out.